just thought I would start this vlog here, but I am filming on my phone, so you know, I just thought if I don't do it now, I am just gonna forget to start this vlog. But basically, if you follow me on Instagram, then you will know the story more than likely. But we were meant to be flying on holiday yesterday, Sunday the 30th of June. I feel like it might be July today, I don't even know, but it's now Monday. And Indy caught chickenpox off Casper. And it's really ironic and funny because in my last few vlogs I was literally saying, let's hope Indy doesn't catch chickenpox, I don't think she's going to get it now. Anyway, she got it, and she got it bad. Like, she really didn't do it by halves. And I became really worried about her on Friday, and I was just like, I'm taking her to A&E because this looks like it's infected. The way she's acting is just not normal. Like, obviously Casper did have it mild, but it just didn't really change his personality at all. And I know a lot of viral infections, you know, might make you a bit more tired or a bit more like off your food, but she was like a different child. Like, she just didn't move, she was just laid down all the time. Her temperature was so high, it was not coming down with Calpol. So anyway, I took her to A&E, and to be fair, they were quite good, and they just gave us some oral antibiotics and said, you know, just take these in case they get infected, blah blah blah. But then I think overnight they did become infected, even though she'd had 2 doses of antibiotics before she went to bed, because the temperature was hitting 41, it wasn't coming down with Calpol. And I just spent all night and all morning worrying about her. Like, Josh had gone to work because he had this massive event that he holds like 4 times a year for his clients. And it's easy for me to sit and be like, oh, I shouldn't have gone. But like, these events that he puts on, it costs him money. It costs him a lot of money to do them. And it was just one of them things, like, Sophie and Indy are still at home. So in my head I was thinking, like, do I go to hospital now? Josh has just left. Luckily Casper was at my brother's house, so like, he was fine. But yeah, it was very scary. So I just spent all morning like, right, if her temperature doesn't come down in the next dose of Calpol, I'm taking her back to A&E. But it's just one of them things where you just second guess yourself, and you're like, am I really doing the right thing? Am I going to be wasting someone's time? Like, maybe this is normal for chickenpox. Like, she's obviously just got them quite bad. But then I spoke to someone that I know on Instagram whose son actually caught meningitis off the back of chickenpox nearly 2 years ago now, and I just messaged her and said, look, I'm really worried about Indy. She's got a really high temperature, and she said that her son got really ill on day 5, and it was day 5 for Indy. So I was like, right, do you know what, I'm taking her back. So I took her back to A&E, and again, we were in there for a long time. Unfortunately, like, the paediatric doctor in A&E had a huge case of CPR to do on a really young boy, which was just really awful to hear as well. Like, I literally heard them all rush in to get him and just say, you need to come and do resuscitation right now. Like, it was awful. But he then was kind of against keeping us in because he said that Indy's hands looked really hard to get a cannula in, and we didn't want to disturb her, so to go back home with the oral antibiotics. But luckily I kind of said no. I was like, I've literally just been told by one of your nurses that she's infected, so I'm not going home. So he was like, right, we'll keep you overnight, so just keep an eye on her, and she'll still have oral antibiotics. And I'm still just a bit like, I'm a bit confused. Like, you've literally creamed her up for... Sorry, I just stopped filming because it was really windy, and I just thought, you probably can't hear me, look at these hairs. But yeah, so we actually then got our own room. Luckily we got a room because Indy is infectious, so we weren't allowed on a ward, so we did get our own room. And after about an hour, the consultant came, took one look at her and was like, she is not going home. She is here for minimum 48 hours. She needs IV antibiotics. I'm not taking any chances, I'm really sorry. And I was like, no, it's absolutely fine. Like, told him that obviously someone that I know's little boy got meningitis off the back of chickenpox. I know it can be dangerous, and he just said that he's seen a lot of bad cases, especially in Rotherham. Obviously he's not allowed to speak about stuff, but he just said, I've seen some bad cases of chickenpox. He's like, I'm not risking anything. And Rotherham is where they had a lot of deaths, and it all was in the news. So I just think he's obviously seen something that is just not very nice. And luckily for us, he has just said he's not risking anything. And the nurses have said to Josh this morning that they do think that she is fine to go home, because she's not had a temperature for over 24 hours now, and she's doing really well, but it just depends on the consultant and what he decides. But I think because he's seen something bad, that he's not going to let us go until she's had 48 hours of these antibiotics. And thank God for him, to be honest, because I feel like if it wasn't for him, then I don't know, who knows. But he just said that he was on about the chickenpox vaccine, and he just said that in a year's time it will actually be a routine vaccine in the UK, because currently it's not. It's literally just like, it's not a routine vaccine, is it? But he said in about a year's time in the UK it will be. In the USA it's routine vaccine. In countries like Italy, Sweden, it's routine vaccine, and it's routine vaccine in a lot of countries, just not the UK, but it will be soon, he said. And he just said that a lot of people are not aware of the dangers of chickenpox, and I was aware, but I just kind of thought, I don't know, I just forgot about it. I just never really thought about the chickenpox. And I think because the vaccine, even though you can get it now in the UK, but you have to pay for it, which I would have paid for it, I just feel like it's not spoken about enough to make you even want to book an appointment to pay for it, because I just feel like it's just not that known. But I really wish that I'd done it now. A lot of people have responded to me on Instagram and said, you know, they've been thinking about the chickenpox vaccine and sharing it in these stories now, giving them that push to actually book it. So I'm really glad about that. But what I'm going to do is share just some signs of infected chickenpox that people are aware, because obviously there's a lot of kids going to be getting chickenpox. A lot of you watching this, your kids are going to be getting chickenpox, and there's a lot of parents watching, and it's just what to look out for. And rather than kind of just brushing it off and thinking, oh, they're just really ill because they've got chickenpox, it's knowing that actually that can be dangerous, rather than just being, oh, it's just chickenpox. Like, it can literally turn to meningitis, sepsis, cellulitis, strep B, which then obviously strep B can turn into sepsis. So it's just being aware that that can happen, and it's not to scare anybody, because obviously I don't want to do that. Casper's chickenpox were absolutely fine, very, very normal, standard chickenpox, but unfortunately Indy's weren't. So that's why I just want to share the risks of the potentials of chickenpox. So a few things that I knew were not right with Indy with her chickenpox were the fact that her temperature was hitting 41 degrees and was not coming down with Calpol. And then she was also doing this really weird jumping thing in sleep. She was doing it like every 20 to 30 seconds. Her breathing was also really off. She was really short of breath. And sucking in at the ribs every now and again, and she just wanted to sleep all day long. Like, she was exhausted, she was so tired, and her spots were really red. They weren't just the spot, they had a really red ring around the skin, which is a sign of infection as well. And all in all, I just knew that something wasn't right with her. I am currently just in the process of putting in the claim for the holiday, and I'm hoping that we get our money back pretty soon so that we can book something else. I'm just having to fill out the forms, and then I need to scan Indy's hospital admission letter and things like that, so that we have enough evidence to prove that's why we couldn't fly. So I'm just getting that done now. Oh, I feel that good. I'm ready for an early night again. It is now Friday, and I am going to finalise this vlog today, but I just thought I would come on and have a little chat. You want to go to Leapfrogs? Well, we're going to go to the one where Ethan's party was and meet Carson. Yeah? Kaka. Yeah, Kaka and Nyla. Naya. But Indy is... we'll have to see. She is fully recovering, and this is her belly, bless her. Her face is nearly clear. You can see she's still got a few like in her scalp though. No, you don't need to get into mummy's cream. But yeah, she's doing loads better, and the antibiotics are massively helping. Obviously she had the IV antibiotics for 48 hours, and then she's also had oral ones for 5 days or something like that. I know I just see so much stuff now on like this, on social media, TikTok, whatever, Instagram. Oh, someone's here. Someone from a lawn. Let's answer the door. Happy Saturday. Yeah, look, you've done lots of drawing on yourself, haven't you? Are we gonna no, you're not having this one. Are we gonna have to have an early bath? Early bath time. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. Yeah, you can both go in the bath. You both need an early bath because we're not having a bath tonight. Just been doing some drawing, haven't we? Nini's been drawing on herself.
Thomas and Rowan's upstairs.
Upstairs? Oh. So it's now Saturday the 6th of July, and I just thought I should fully come on and finalise this vlog. We would have got back off holiday. No! Do not draw a pen on Grandma's furniture. Goodness. Indy B, paper. We draw on paper.
Mama.
Paper. No, paper.
Football.
Yeah, it's Saturday the 6th of July and we would have got back off holiday at about 1 o'clock this morning. I think we are going to try and maybe rebook something on Monday. Just see what's available in like the next 2 weeks, but we'll have to be paying summer holiday prices, which is not that fun. And we can't do like early August because it's Casper's birthday and we've already got plans, so we're kind of limited as well on what dates we actually can do. God, I'm so snotty. I've been so ill since in the hospital. But yeah, no holiday rebooked, no refund yet, but we put the claim in 2 days ago, so I'm hoping that we get it by maybe, well, we hear something back by next week and hopefully get it towards the end of next week. Indy is absolutely fine now. She's still really scabby, but she's on antibiotics, oral ones, and they are really disappearing, but I do think she's going to scar, so I really need to find some good cream for that. Our bathroom is all tiled, it's just not grouted yet. Where's the black? There, you found it. But that is going to be on a separate vlog anyway. I'm actually doing a bathroom vlog slash kind of tidy the house up with me. But yeah, it's been a very eventful 10 days slash week. We were just saying this time last week, Indy was not in a good place. She's like a completely different child compared to what she was a week ago. A week ago was when I was really worried about her. You know what?
I know the better.
You know the better?
I know better.
You know better than what? To draw on yourself?
No.
Then what?
I just drawed on my hair.
Yeah, but you didn't mean to, did you? I'll open it for you in a minute, darling. Honestly, I can't actually remember what I filmed earlier this week about Indy's illness when I was on the way back to the hospital. Okay, good boy. But long story short, I will shorten it as ever quick as I can. Indy had chickenpox. Friday, A&E, got sent away with oral antibiotics. Saturday, she looked even worse. Her eyes were rolling in the back of her head. She was hitting temps of 41. I was really worried about her, and I just thought, I'm taking her to A&E again. We got straight into a cubicle, obviously with her being infectious. We weren't allowed to sit in the waiting room, which was better because all she wanted to do was sleep. So she just basically slept with me for like 4 hours. Managed to finally get a room on the ward. We nearly got sent home by the A&E doctor, who said that her hands look too hard to get a cannula in, so we're not going to disturb her if we don't need to. And I was a bit like, well, I've just been told that they're infected, like there's no way I'm going home. Anyway, I managed to get a ward. Another doctor came, he was amazing, said there's absolutely no chance she is going home, like she's got highly infected chickenpox. We do not want this to turn to sepsis or anything like that, because he said it was basically like at the stage of going that way. So she had 2 days of IV antibiotics, and then we came home on Monday afternoon. I think we got home at about 3 or 4 p.m. with oral antibiotics, which she's still taking now.
But yeah, her scabs have cleared loads. She's definitely come back. She's just sleeping a lot, but then the last 2 nights of sleep has been awful. She's been awake all night just crying, but then when you go in to see her, she throws herself back in a cot. It's really strange. Definitely like an attention sleep. Yeah, I'll wipe it, darling, don't worry. What do you want me to do? You want me to open it? There you go. So yeah, I'm going to finalise this vlog here. Hopefully next time I speak to you, we'll have another holiday booked. Who knows? I don't know where we're going to be going though. I found it really hard to choose a holiday we'd booked. Like, I felt like we were looking for weeks at hotels, different scenarios, different dates, different flights. And now I've got to do it all again. It's who joking?
Indy, because she's drawing on herself.
Casper, why do you do everything black? Why do you do everything black?
A picture.
I know, darling, but why is everything always black? Black's not a very happy colour, is it? We need to do things green and blue and red and orange for a happy colour. Black's not a happy colour, is it? I feel like you draw everything black. Yeah?
Can I have a sandwich?
If you want. What do you want in it? You're not having a cheese sandwich. You can have a cheese sandwich.
Can you get some?
In fact, you don't need a sandwich because you've had toast for breakfast. You can have, what about a yoghurt with oats in it? And a bit of granola. Yeah? Right, let's do that then. And then we'll go in the bath.
Can we go in the bath first?
No, because you might as well eat first and then we'll go in the bath.
I'm going to go in the bath now.
Yeah, but there's no point eating then because then you're going to get mucky. No, we're not putting your jammies back on. It's not Ivy. It's Daddy. I don't know why. Anyway guys, I'm going to finalize this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon.